Hello, and welcome to another installment from Katrina, career coach and resume writer from VentureReady LLC. Today's installment is about balancing your life. One thing we need to learn as entrepreneurs, as professionals, whether you work for corporate or whether you own your own business or a combination of the two, the thing you need to learn is balance. How do you balance your professional life and your career when you've had a personal tragedy, when you've experienced a business loss, a contract loss, a setback, a personal setback, a professional setback, and how do you bounce back quickly from that professional loss or setback and get back on the road to success? You can't have success without failures. The thing about failures is to learn from what your failures were. Sometimes you can help with the losses or the failure is, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes it might be the loss of a loved one or a family member. Sometimes it may be, um, a financial tragedy. But the best way to bounce back from all of those things is to just take a step back, take a breath, um, regroup, get into a room, a quiet room, turn on some music, some soft music, get your mind together and your thoughts together so you can do what you need to do personally or so you can do what you need to do professionally. You can talk to a counselor, a career coach, a mentor. All of these professionals help you get yourself back on track and back together. If you've experienced a personal tragedy like the loss of a loved one, it is best to speak to a professional. Um, Whether it is on the books like through your insurance company or if you have a friend or a family member who is a licensed professional or your pastor or a spiritual leader, these things help you bounce back. You don't have to do these things alone. You don't have to deal with things alone. Even in your career, you have professional mentors that you can talk to about your setback. 9 times out of 10, they've experienced something similar and they can give you solid advice to get back on track, to move back into the groove. As an entrepreneur, they have business coaches and also mentors that you can speak to if you've lost a contract or a client or had a troubling client. Sometimes, as an entrepreneur, you have a client who, no matter what you did, you just could not please them. And that happens in the business. And sometimes it can kind of kill your confidence. So, if you have a mentor or a fellow entrepreneur that you can talk to, because not every entrepreneur you can talk to, so you have to be careful in who you choose to speak to. But those are some of the pitfalls of being in a professional world, being an entrepreneur. It's the same as in the corporate setting. If you've experienced a setback, if you're having a problem with a manager or a supervisor, you just don't know how to get through to them, and you've tried everything that you know how to reason with that individual. Try talking to a mentor, maybe your HR business partner, and to ask for some advice on how to deal with the situation and how you might handle the situation a little more professionally. The key to it is to not be alone, to just take some time to gather your thoughts, to get in a room where it's calm, where you're not around a whole bunch of people, where you're not around a whole bunch of gossipers. Oh, they shouldn't have did that to you, and you know, you should just go in there and tell them off. That's always the wrong way to kind of handle that situation. So just take some time and regroup. If you have to meditate or visualize yourself on that next plateau, that helps as well. To have your goal in mind. Maybe you're in a position where you're not too happy right now, but having that ultimate goal in mind kind of helps motivate you to meditate on where you're trying to go and where you're trying to be. And remember, everybody's not trying to go where you're trying to go. So sometimes the advice that people give may not be the best advice for you. So you want to be very, very wise and strategic in the people you speak to when you're going through your tragedy as well. Same with the loss. Not everybody knows what to say to you when you experience a loss. Um, at the core, most people want to be helpful, but I found from personal experience that people just don't know what to say out of their mouths. So you might want to, stay away from those people as much as possible. But if you have any other questions about how to bounce back and want some tools and tips for bouncing back from a personal or a professional tragedy, be it business or corporate, you can give me a call at 888-712-4956, or you can email me at info@ventureready.net, and I will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you, and have a good day.